You engaged? Who would marry a loser like you? My ex-wife Olivia literally spat out her drink laughing when I announced my engagement at our friend Daniel's party. Her friends giggled along, her new husband smirking beside her. For 2 years since our messy divorce, she'd made it her mission to publicly humiliate me, telling everyone I'd die alone. Little did she know, the woman I was engaged to was about to walk through the door and inadvertently detonate Olivia's entire life in the most spectacular display of karma I've ever witnessed. You absolutely have to hear how this played out. Stick around for the story and make sure you subscribe so you never miss these kinds of wild Reddit confessions. Let me give you the quick backstory. Olivia and I were married for 6 years. It ended badly. She cheated on me with her married boss, Marcus, got pregnant with his child, and somehow managed to convince half our friends I was the villain. And in the divorce, she got the house, a house my grandmother left to me. Rookie mistake not having it in a trust. She got the car, 60% of our savings. My lawyer was useless. Hers was cutthroat. For the next 2 years, she made my life a low-key hell. At any mutual gathering, she and Marcus, yep, she married the boss, would flaunt their apparent success, while Olivia made sure everyone heard how boring, unambitious, and generally mediocre I was. Her favorite line? I'd probably die alone. Fast forward to last night. Our college friend Daniel turned 40. Big party at his place. Honestly, I wasn't planning on going. Didn't need the grief. But my fiancée, Sophia, convinced me. It's time to face the past, Ethan, she said. Quick note on Sophia. Met her through work about 18 months ago. She's brilliant, genuinely kind, successful in her own right without being flashy about it, and yes, she's absolutely stunning. We got engaged last month during a trip to Paris, so we show up at Daniel's place. Of course, Olivia and Marcus are already there, looking like they're several drinks deep. The second Olivia spots me, she starts her usual routine, loud enough for everyone nearby to hear. Oh my God, is that Ethan? Still wearing clothes from Target, I see. I just smiled, kept my cool, tried to greet Daniel. Daniel, bless him, tried to deflect by asking what was new with me. That's when I dropped it. Actually, things are great. I just got engaged. Olivia literally spat out her champagne, bursting into laughter. Not a chuckle, a full-on mocking laugh. You? Engaged? Who on earth would marry a loser like you? A few of her friends started giggling nervously. Marcus put a smug arm around her shoulder. Olivia continued, clearly enjoying herself. Let me guess. Some desperate single mom? Or wait, did you finally cave and try mail order? Where is this imaginary fiancé anyway? Hiding? I just kept smiling, feeling surprisingly calm. Actually, she's just running a bit late. Had a work meeting. A work meeting? On a Saturday night? Sour Ethan, Olivia sneered. Just admit you made it up to save face. Right on cue, the front door opened. Sophia walked in. She was wearing this incredible red dress, and honestly, she looked like she'd just stepped off a magazine cover. The entire room seemed to go quiet for a second. She spotted me immediately, walked over, gave me a kiss. Sorry I'm late, babe, she said, her voice warm. The Tokyo call ran long. Olivia's smug expression faltered, replaced by confusion. Sophia, noticing the awkward tension, smiled politely and extended her hand. Hi, I don't think we've met. I'm Sophia Chen, Ethan's fiancée. Olivia's jaw didn't just drop, it practically hit the floor. Her face went white. Wait, the Sophia Chen from Summit Equity? See, what Olivia, in her self-absorbed bubble, didn't know, couldn't possibly imagine, was that Sophia wasn't just successful. She was the youngest partner at Summit Equity. The same Summit Equity that had finalized the acquisition of Marcus's company, Innovatech, just 3 weeks prior. I knew about the acquisition, obviously, but I hadn't connected Marcus, the boss affair partner, with that specific company until that very second. Marcus suddenly looked like he was going to be sick. Miss Chen, he stammered, I didn't realize. Sophia looked at him, a flicker of curiosity in her eyes. Have we met? I'm Marcus Vance, he mumbled, Director of Operations at Innovatech. Sophia's expression shifted instantly to cool recognition. "Ah, yes, Mr. Vance, you're the one we flagged during due diligence." She paused just long enough for the weight of it to land. "The embezzlement case." Dead. Silence. You could have heard a pin drop. Olivia squeaked. What? What embezzlement?" Sophia looked at me, confused for a second. I quickly filled her in, sotto voce. "This is my ex-wife, Olivia, and that's her husband, Marcus." "Oh," Sophia said, understanding dawning in her eyes, her professional demeanor snapping back into place. "Well, this is awkward." She turned back to Marcus, her voice crisp. "Mr. Vance, you should expect a meeting with HR first thing Monday morning. We were planning to address the discrepancies in your expense reports then." Olivia looked utterly horrified. "You can't do this. We have a mortgage, a lifestyle." Sophia simply raised an elegant eyebrow. "Perhaps you should have considered that before your husband used company funds for extensive personal expenses." The party was frozen. Everyone was just watching this unbelievable train wreck unfold. Olivia, desperate now, actually turned to me. "Ethan, please. We were married for 6 years. Tell her to reconsider." I couldn't help it. I laughed out loud. "Reconsider? Like you reconsidered when you were screwing Marcus in our marital bed? Or when you convinced the judge I was hiding assets so you could take my grandmother's house?" She actually had the nerve to start crying then. "This is all your fault. You planned this. This is revenge." Sophia stepped in smoothly. "Actually, Olivia, I had absolutely no idea who you or your husband were until about 5 minutes ago. The acquisition completed 3 weeks ago, and Summit Equity has been meticulously reviewing all executive expenses since then as standard procedure. Your husband's misconduct was already discovered." Then Olivia tried to rally her remaining friends. "Are you all just going to stand there while this bitch ruins my life?" Her bestie, Isabel, took a hesitant step forward. "Olivia's right. This feels like targeted harassment." But Daniel, the birthday boy, had finally had enough. "Isabel, the only harassment I've seen tonight, and for the past 2 years, is what Olivia's been doing to Ethan. Get out of my house, both of you, now." They slunk out in utter shame, the weight of the room against them. The party continued, but the energy had completely shifted. People who'd awkwardly avoided me for years were suddenly clapping me on the back, wanting to catch up. Later, Sophia pulled me aside and apologized for causing a scene at Daniel's birthday. I just hugged her tight. "Are you kidding? That was the best birthday gift anyone's ever given me." The fallout after the party was swift and brutal. Sophia filled me in later. Marcus had been under investigation for months before the acquisition, suspected of funneling around $200,000 through fake vendors and bogus expenses over 2 years. Summit Equity was initially planning a quiet termination, maybe legal action later. But after witnessing Olivia and Marcus's behavior at the party, they decided to make a public example. Monday morning, Marcus was escorted out by security. The full walk of shame, box of sad desk plants, and all. Someone filmed it. It apparently made the rounds on LinkedIn. Professional suicide. Olivia's reaction? Predictably unhinged. She launched a social media tirade, long rambling posts accusing me of being a master manipulator who orchestrated everything, claimed I'd somehow convinced a gold-digging executive, her words, to seduce me purely to ruin her perfect life. The comments section was beautiful. People immediately pointed out she was the cheater. Then Marcus's first wife, yep, the one he cheated on with Olivia, jumped in with screenshots and receipts. Others pointed out the timeline made Olivia's conspiracy theory impossible. It got worse. Olivia's mom, Barbara, decided to defend her baby, posting vile, racist comments calling Sophia a home-wrecking Asian slut, and accusing me of paying Sophia to pretend to be my fiancée. Sophia's response was pure class. She posted publicly, "Mrs. Thompson, I understand you're upset. However, 1. I'm Taiwanese American. 2. My estimated net worth is roughly 10 times your daughter's. 3. I fell in love with Ethan for his kindness, genuineness, and integrity, qualities seemingly missing in your family. 4. Your racism is showing. P.S." And she attached a screenshot of her Forbes 30 under 30 profile from 3 years prior. Barbara deleted her comments immediately, but the screenshots lived forever. By Tuesday, Olivia was in full meltdown, called my new office 15 times. Then she actually showed up at my workplace. Security escorted her out while she screamed about me ruining her life. Someone filmed that too. It ended up on TikTok. My coworkers sent me memes for a week. And the kicker? Marcus's first wife, seeing the embezzlement confirmed and the public implosion, filed for divorce that same afternoon, using his misconduct as leverage. Olivia was suddenly facing unemployment for Marcus, a mortgage she couldn't afford, a ruined reputation, and potential legal fallout from the divorce. But wait, there's more. Remember Olivia's bestie, Isabel? She tried to organize a protest outside Sophia's massive Summit Equity office building, called it Stand Against Corporate Bullying. 3 people RSVP'd: Isabel, Olivia's mom, and one other poor soul. They actually showed up with misspelled signs. Security called the cops before they even reached the lobby. Olivia filmed it all, thinking it would make Sophia look bad. Instead, she live-streamed Isabel screaming racial slurs at the Asian American security guard. The video went viral. Isabel was fired by the end of the day. Marcus, seeing the chaos, tried to threaten Summit Equity with wrongful termination. They responded by filing criminal charges for the embezzlement and adding charges for stealing client data they'd uncovered. He was looking at actual jail time. Olivia started a GoFundMe to fight corporate oppression. It raised $45 from her mom and aunt before being flagged and removed. She ended up moving back in with her parents. The house she took from me went on the market. And that little detail about my grandmother's house and the trust? My lawyer found evidence Olivia's attorney knowingly submitted false documents during our divorce. An investigation was opened with the Bar Association. Karma, folks. It's relentless. I promised a final update after the wedding, and oh boy, did Olivia deliver a finale. Quick wrap-up. Marcus got 18 months minimum security for embezzlement. Olivia lost the house she took from me. The court ordered restitution paid to me from the sale. Her divorce attorney? Disbarred. Last I heard, Olivia was working as a receptionist at a car dealership. Now the wedding. We kept it small, 50 guests, beautiful vineyard location. We knew Olivia was unhinged, so we told guests it was just an engagement party until the day of, and hired security with her photo. Didn't matter. She found out anyway. Her cousin spilled the beans. She showed up during the reception, drunk, belligerent, and wearing, I kid you not, her old wedding dress from our wedding 10 years ago. Security stopped her at the entrance, but she was loud enough for everyone to hear her screaming, "I object! This wedding is a sham! He's still in love with me!" Sophia, absolute queen, didn't even flinch, walked right up to the entrance. "Olivia, you're embarrassing yourself!" Olivia shrieked, "You stole my life!" Sophia just smiled calmly. "No, sweetie, I just picked up what you threw away and made it infinitely better." Then my new mother-in-law, Sophia's mom, who knew the whole backstory, stepped forward. In perfect, crisp Mandarin, she said something short and sharp. Sophia burst out laughing. She translated for the guests. "My mom says you look like a ghost who can't find peace. She's offering to burn some paper money for you so you can finally move on." The entire place erupted in laughter. Even the security guards were struggling. Olivia, enraged, tried to lunge at Sophia, tripped in her drunken state, and face-planted spectacularly into a large floral arrangement. The photographer, bless his soul, caught the entire sequence. Police were called. Again. Olivia was arrested for trespassing, public intoxication. Her mugshot, complete with smeared mascara and flower petals stuck in her hair, was epic. Her parents had to bail her out. Last I heard, they finally cut her off financially, and she's in court-mandated therapy. As for me and Sophia, we honeymooned in Bali. She's now pregnant, with twins. I got promoted to chief technical officer at my company. And yes, after Olivia's lawyer was disbarred, the court revisited our original settlement. I got my grandmother's house back. Full circle. Life is incredibly good. For anyone who says karma isn't real, sometimes it just takes its sweet time. And when it hits, it's beautiful. P.S. We absolutely used the photo of Olivia face down in the flowers for our wedding thank you cards. Caption: Thank you for helping us celebrate our special day. Even the uninvited guests made it memorable. Olivia blocked us both immediately after seeing it online. Best wedding gift ever. Thanks for following this insane ride, Reddit. Time to go live my ridiculously happy life.